are i7 laptops better than i3 and i5 laptops? It took me way too long to understand this, but generally yes, but it depends on specifically which i3, i5 or i7 you are comparing. Let me give you an example of how confusing things can be. Right now, Intel sells the dual-core i7-8500Y, which is intended for ultra-thin laptops, but they also sell the i3-8100H, which is a quad-core processor that is significantly more powerful than the i7-8500Y and has much more powerful integrated graphics. The i3-8100H is also cheaper than the i7-8500Y, so a laptop with it should be cheaper. When looking for an Intel processor, you cannot just look at the letter and numbers i3, i5, i7 and i9. You also have to look at the letters and numbers that come after it. Here's how a model name for an Intel core processor is built up. The most important thing to look for here is the generation indicator and the product line suffix. In the case of the i3-8100H, the generation indicator is 8, and the same for the i7-8500Y, which means they are part of Intel's 8th generation of processors. Now let's look at some of the product line suffix, of which can include either none, one, or in some cases 2 letters. There are also cases where there's 1 letter and 1 number. Here are the most common suffixes for Intel laptop processors. And as you can see, H means the processor has high performance graphics. Sometimes they throw on the H just to indicate the processor pulls more power than, let's say, a U series processor. The HQ appears sporadically, and in some quad-core processors they don't have the Q. For some reason only Intel knows. But as you can see, the Y series, of which the i7-8500Y belongs to, is the extremely low power series of mobile processors. This series has, up until and including the 8th gen, been extremely power efficient dual cores with hyper-threading that can use as little as 5 watts of power. This means significantly better battery life, and it means it runs so cold that you can run the processor without a fan in an ultra-thin chassis. 10th gen will for the first time bring some 4-core CPUs to the Y series. Up until 7th gen, the U series were also 2 cores max, but now they go up to 7 cores, and next year there's even talk of a 6-core. The TDP of the U series is usually 15 watts, so a little bit more than the Y series, but still fairly power efficient. The i3-8100H is a beefy processor with a 45 watts TDP. This means that it is meant for more powerful but thicker laptops. The H, and especially HK suffix, i3, i5, i7 and i9 processors are usually found in bigger and thicker workstation laptops for gaming or gaming laptops. I hope this helps. Intel's naming schemes can be extremely confusing, and it's understandable that it's not easy to pick the right laptop sometimes. In general, a higher number means better, but not always. Good luck. Okay, that's all for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Definitely ask questions in the comments down below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Peace.